What's up, y'all? This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, and I'm back again with another one. I was just riding with my little cousin Rock. I had done fed time with him. He had about 8 or 9 years. He did his time. He had about 7 or 8 years. He did his time and went home. He was very young when he came in. He was a lot more mature when he left out. Now, my little cousin Rock, that was in the federal system with us, right? He had an ego. He had a chip on his shoulder about being in prison, just being in prison in itself. So he had told me today, he said, I wasn't in prison with people. People was in prison with me. You know what I'm saying? So when he said that, I was like, you was one of the firecrackers in our circle. He was one of the firecrackers in our circle, y'all. And when I tell you firecracker, really firecracker. To the point that once the police get involved, he want to fight and wrestle them. You know, so he was a firecracker. So he had got to talking to me about an incident that happened in FCI Pekin. He was like, you remember the homie that was stabbing the dude in the gym with that little bitty ass knife? And I was like, damn, I vaguely remember, because so much stuff has happened doing 20 years in federal prison. I forget a lot of it, and a lot of it I do remember, a lot of it because so much stuff has happened. So he said, yeah, you remember when the dude was stabbing him, our homie was stabbing him, and the dude took it was a emergency, like a stretcher on the wall. He took it off the wall and started hitting Shorty Chris with the stretcher. You know, so when people got a knife, you ain't getting involved. You ain't trying to stop it up. Like if it's your homeboys and they fighting, you might, stop it because police coming. But when a knife, when somebody get a knife in their hand and they start fighting, they coming to get their man. So that in itself, you do not want to get involved in or try to stop it, even if it's one of your homeboys. Lessons, gyms, so mind you, when your homeboy is fighting and he got a knife or something like that, it's wise not to try to take that knife or stop the fight, because you could end up losing your life in that same situation. So with that being said, he was talking to me and I was like, oh, okay. And it dawned on me about the guy that he was talking about. And I was like, yeah, Shorty Chris from, I thought he was from Paducah, Kentucky, but he was from Louisville, Kentucky.
Head west on St. Cyr Road. In a quarter mile, turn left onto Halls Ferry Road.
He gay in the motherfucker. I'm like, and I was like, nah, not the Shorty Chris you talking about, because, this just, it don't match up. It don't match up. And Rock is the type of guy that he ain't gonna say nothing unless it's a fact, or that he know for a fact what it is. And being that I didn't know actually that Shorty Chris was gay, he was in our circle. And the reason I'm saying this because he was in our circle. You know what I'm saying?
Turn left onto Halls Ferry Road.
And in our circle, we had a sense of a strong bravado, manly mannerism in our circle, man. And the vulnerability that you would see when, from us, is when a loved one passed, a parent passed, or a sibling passed in that situation. so we console each other on that. And that's the only time you'll probably see the vulnerable side of a man that we dealt with in our circle. We tried to bring a lot of wisdom and understanding and
in a quarter mile, turn left onto Lucas and Hunt Road. Lucas Hunt Road.
And peace to the situation, right? So when Rock was saying that he gay as a motherfucker, I'm like, nah, this ain't the Shorty Chris. I'm like, nah, Shorty Chris from Louisville, Lexington, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky.
Turn left onto Lucas and Hunt Road. Lucas Hunt Road.
He went to the Facebook page and showed me these pictures.
Continue on Lucas and Hunt Road for 4 miles.
He showed me these pictures and I couldn't believe him. Him and his significant other hugged up on, I'm talking about hugged up on social media. And mind you, I don't have no issue with that. My issue was, we had came up with a saying the whole damn time. That's the topic of this story. The whole damn time we didn't know Shorty Chris was that way. The whole damn time. You couldn't tell, you couldn't, you know, well, maybe a little bit. He had a little, nah, I could say a little feminine side to him because he did, I think he braided her or something like that. I think he braided her or something like that. I'm not sure. But Shorty Chris was thorough. And he had a few fights. He was always fighting. So it was like, you know, his bravado was, his mannerism was like, yeah. And you would never even see that side of him. But when I seen the pictures on Facebook, I couldn't even believe it. So that's the topic of this story. The whole damn time. The whole damn time, he was a rainbow. The whole damn time, he was a rainbow. This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, man, who would have never knew? Because I didn't know. And not that I've judged or nothing like that. It just wasn't my cup of tea and my company that I wanted to keep. So had I known that these demons and people being in the closet, certain things, man, it would change my perspective on keeping that type of company. And not that I'm bashing that, I'm not bashing that, to each his own. It's OG Weasel Urban Conversion, man. And it's how we getting down, man. It's my truth. Who never knew? The whole damn time. It's OG Weasel Urban Conversion. Y'all hit me in the comments, man. Straight up, y'all hit me in the comments, man. Because it's a lot of illusion when you in the federal system. You know, so I try to be as transparent as possible, because I understood the journey that I was facing. The journey I was facing, I knew that I had to pay attention, do what I needed to do, and be in the word. But a lot of things slipped through the cracks, and Shorty Chris was one of them. This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, and I was shocked today to hear this. But like I said, man, I'm gonna tell y'all these stories, man, because who would ever knew? This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, man, y'all hit me in the comments, man. Peace.